Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Greatly Remix, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. We are going to be using the Ferrothorn paired with the Shadow Dragonair and the Toxapex in the back. Our opponent here elects to use their Superior switch, and then we're going to use our Toxapex here. Toxapex is going to be able to apply a lot of fast move pressure. It is quite tanky too. As you can see, they were able to throw a Frenzy Plant, and we could tank that quite well. Here, we're going to have a decision. Do we elect to shield here and potentially win this switch? But since they are using a ton of energy here, we're actually okay losing that. We want to take the shield advantage and have this opportunity to get a lot of energy from this Superior, because we had, I believe, a favorable matchup in the front. So our opponent here is electing... not sure how they got that move off when we threw after 3 fast moves. Wow, they were able to CAP tie us right there. Okay, so Power Whip does get thrown there to take out their switch and Superior, and then we have energy for this wall ring. So you can see right here, they have no shields remaining. Our Ferrothorn here is going to be able to get to a couple moves here, but we're purposely over farming here because we're forcing this wall ring to go energy dry. We're going to throw on great timing here. 1 fast move, and then we're going to throw this Power Whip. Does this Power Whip take out the wall ring? Yes, it does. And then our opponent here comes back in with their Quagsire, has no chance of surviving this Power Whip, and boom! Down goes their team. So they were pretty weak to that Ferrothorn, kind of a core breaker for them, unfortunately. And we did make the right decision, allowing it to go down and then using the Ferrothorn to use a ton of energy. All right, Dragonair here, kind of difficult to deal with. Don't really have a good answer for that Pokemon, as even our Dragonair would struggle against this because the Dragonair is Shadow and they're applying a lot of fast move pressure as well. So it looks like the Gallade here is going to get matched against this Toxapex because they are running the Confusion fast move, chunking away at our health here. We at least get this Gallade into the red, and they have no shield. So can we come back from this situation? Let's find out. We're going to let to go into our Ferrothorn right here. We're going to allow the first one to go through. Let's see what they end up throwing. They go for the Leaf Blade Bead. Our opponent here does have energy for the close combat. We decided to let it go because now they're debuffed, and now we can come in with the Dragonair. Can we win the game with 2 shield Dragonair? Let's find out. Our opponent here is going to be able to throw a move here to apply pressure. But like I said, we have this Dragonair here that's taking a lot of fast move damage. 1 Body Slam does take out the Dragonair though, but unfortunately they have the Carbink in the back, and either way it wouldn't have mattered because this Dragonair doesn't have enough health or enough charge moves to take out. We needed probably 3 Aqua Tails to take out that Carbink. Even if we had shielded the Ferrothorn versus their Gallade, we probably wouldn't have enough energy. So next game here, we got the Greedent to deal with once they switch in. So our opponent here using the Greedent as their safe swap. We're going to throw the Power Whip. Let's see what moveset they're throwing. We're deciding to stay in. They go for the Body Slam. Okay, so that kind of gives you an indication of what they have. Most likely Body Slam and Trailblaze. So the idea now is that we're going to use this Toxapex to tank most of these moves. There's the Trailblaze. However, it's only neutral damage at this point, and it does cost a little bit more energy. We do elect to go for the Brine to take it out, and our opponent here comes back in with their Carbink. Carbink here versus this Toxapex is going to be a pretty neutral matchup. We elect to go for the Sludge Wave there so that we can get to 1 move. Our opponent does go for the Rock Slide, take out our Toxapex. Now we have to come back in with the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn here is going to be able to dictate the pace because we can throw on ideal timing, and we don't really have to worry about any charge moves. Now our opponent here does have the Shadow Glider in the back, but now they know that we have the Shadow Dragonair. The fast move pressure of the Shadow Dragonair would have been able to take it out. All we had to do was just 2 shield that situation, and we would have been able to win the game. If not with the Dragonair, we would have been able to win the game with the Ferrothorn. So GG's to our opponent. Let's see what's next here. So yeah, the team is using the combination of the Dragonair and the Ferrothorn, kind of a good pairing, but also the Ferrothorn pairs kind of well with the Toxapex. The main thing we got to worry about is the fire types. We don't really have a true counter to fire types. It's just a combination of fast move pressure. Okay, our opponent here does have the Gligar. Gligar is interesting to deal with here. We have the Ferrothorn to deal these neutral power whips. However, the Dragonair would be able to apply fast move pressure, but it wouldn't really take it out from this range. So we elect to just play this out in the one shield here, and then let's. Oh wow, our opponent does get the next move here, and that ruins our plan, unfortunately. Now we have to come in with our Dragonair for the farm down, so at least we get the farm down at least. Our opponent here is going to come in with their Jellicent, so if we throw this move, potentially we can get it low enough for a farm down. We have to shield right here. Ends up only being the Surf though, so nice bait by my opponent. Now we have to apply the pressure back. We're going to throw our own Surf here. It's not effective, but it does grab the shield. And our opponent realizes that we're very close to another move, so they're going to fire off one of their Shadow Balls to take out our Dragonair. And oh man, unfortunately, they had all the answers to this Toxapex in the back. So this Toxapex would have struggled against our backline anyways, whether we used it as a switch or as a closer. They had pretty much two counters to this Toxapex, so this is not going to end well, unfortunately. We're going to throw this brine here. How much does this brine do towards the clock? Okay, not even 30%, it looks like. Probably closer to like 25, maybe 20%. We needed a ton of brines just to get through that clock start, unfortunately. So GG's to our opponent. Kind of a tough team to deal with. They actually had some of the core breakers of the team, especially with the clock star in the back. All right, here we got a great lead. They're electing to stay in, and interesting enough, they are running the waterfall fast move. So trying to be tricky here, opponent. And our opponent does elect to shield the first one. We don't have to shield anything, I don't believe. So we're going to tank that Dropik quite easily. Going for our own Power Whip here. It does get it into the red. Now we have to shield because this next potential Dropik does potentially take us out. We're looking for the farm down. Do we allow the farm down? Yes, they do. They allow us to get the farm down, and we have a ton of energy on the Ferrothorn here. We're going to switch on immediately to see what they have in the back. Ends up being the, what was that, Electrode, and then they counter swap into the Whimsicott. Whimsicott here is going to be able to apply a lot of pressure with their tankiness. We only able to get the body slam, but we get it into the low yellow at least. We're going to wait the time here as the switch timer is locked in. We're going to come back in with our Toxapex, looking for the farm down, unable to get the farm down. They are going to be able to part ways with the Grassland at least. And then here we have energy to throw. Our opponent does end up throwing some energy. We're going to let this first one go because if it's the wild charge, we can come back in with our Ferrothorn to win. But they elect to go for the energy ball. It doesn't quite KO. We go for the brine here, and our opponent here is forced to use some energy at this point, but they realize that they're not going to be able to reach two moves. So GG to our opponent, able to win that game. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.